Hello, YouTube friends. How's it going? Today is Tuesday, April 5th, and it's about 1:15 Pacific Standard Time. There you go. And if you're watching the replay, the chat may not be available. So there's that. So I just decided to come on for a little while today, like I normally do, just pop on with no warning. So we'll see who joins me. And hopefully it's playing properly. Yep, I see it. Let me get things set up here. Looks like, hi Kim, how are you doing? Hello Beverly. Hi June. Hi Joe. How are you ladies today? Hi Sandra. Yes, you did. You made it. Hi Courtney. Hi Paula. Hi Faith. How are you doing? Hello Kentucky lady. How's things in Kentucky? Hi Lori. Well, hi Mary. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Hello Susan. Did I miss anybody? Go back and look. Oh. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else, which is great. I raised my camera up a little bit higher. Wanted to see if that blur would go away, but I see it's still there. And okay, so here's what I think it is. You know how you have that little clear plastic film over the front of your cameras, you know, your screen? Well, part of the film is over one of the cameras. So I think that's what's doing it. I'll have to try to peel that off sometime and see if that makes a difference or not. Let's see. Hi, Mellister. How are you doing? It's hard to keep up with everybody coming in, I know. Let's see. Yep, okay. Say hello to Mary and Susan. It is 4:15 there. 1:15 here, or 1:19 now. Hi, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but I'm going to give it a try. Celesta, maybe? I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. Oh, you haven't been able to chat? Okay. Okay, Beverly has a question. I've got a question for you. You have the Brothers 1500, which I do, yes. Does your foot control have the cut thread on it like the Juki? It's not on the foot pedal. It's on the sewing machine itself. There's a button that you push and it cuts the thread. And it also has a button for needle up and needle down position. And it also comes with that knee lift thing that you can, install, and then you can lift your foot up on there. The only difference is between the two that I've been able to find is that the Juki has a rabbit turtle control where you can slow down the machine or speed it up, and the Brothers doesn't. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Hi, Marie. You've made progress on the unicorn? Hi, Tracy. Working on, Melissa is working on hand piecing old grandmother's rose quilt. Cool. Hi, Kathy. Did you get a notice this time that I was on? I hope that answered your question, Beverly. Hi, Crystal. Hello, Sue Horn. How are you doing? Um, so I got a little bit of feedback last week or Sunday from the Sunday video when I said I was about trying to read the comments and so forth. So I had a few people message me saying that they like it when I read the comments because they um, listen mostly to the video, like when they're sewing or, and they have it on in the sewing room. And so they mostly listen by audio. And so, hi Dee, they kind of like it that I read the comments. So I'm not going to read all of your hellos to everybody, each other. I don't think that's necessary. But I will try and read comments as I'm doing stuff. And we'll see how it goes. I might not be able to get all of the comments, but at least the ones where you're asking me questions and stuff. Okay, Beverly said it did. Okay. Patricia says, I'm good, but the ex is a little sick. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, you guys are in the same home? Yeah, that is kind of weird. But, whatever works. People do all kinds of things that I think are weird. But you never know. I don't, I'd have to think about that. If I was in a situation with my ex, that would I do that? I don't know. I'd have to think about that one awfully hard. Okay. Hi, Tammy. Well, I'm sorry he's sick anyway. Hi, Pauline. How are you doing? It's got a heart up with the turtle. That's cute. Okay. Well, I've had fun with this panel the last couple of days. I had to do get Jack out and do a little ripping. Um, I guess I wasn't really paying attention to where my arrows were landing, and I had two arrows that were right next to each other. And I didn't notice it, of course, until the whole side was stitched. And so I looked at it most of the day yesterday and then part of today, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want those two right next to each other. So I ripped out the whole side and then I had to, cut and piece and do some things, make a few changes, and then so now the arrows are further apart from each other. Okay, so there's a couple of other things I have learned while doing this is that first one, if you start on the bottom like I did, go ahead and just like when you do a jelly roll race, when you do here is a whole strip, right? When you do a jelly roll race, your first strip you cut in half and start out with that, okay? Or some people say 18 inches, but I just cut mine in half. So I suggest the same thing with this panel, because it seems like the bottom one isn't, I mean, I finally got an arrow down there, but only after I cut one in half. I think I would have kept getting no arrows down at the bottom. So you're going to have to kind of pay attention to that, where your arrows are, and you might have to do a little cutting. So that's kind of a pain. Number 2, go ahead and starch your strips. Starch them real good, because especially if they're not pinked, okay? If the edges aren't pinked, then starch it, because you're handling this quilt so much and these pieces so much that I'm getting a lot of fraying. And if you starch the fabric pretty heavy, that won't happen. And because we're not really, don't care about measurements so much with this project, it's not going to matter if you starch these out. So if they shrink up a little bit, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's a couple of tips that I wanted to share with you about this so far. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Dee. Dee says that the panel is looking good. It is taking a little longer than I anticipated, because I'm going around and around and around and around. And I'm having to deal with the whole quilt. It's like I'm just putting borders on continuously, right? And so there is that. So that's kind of the downside. But the other thing I was going to say, this kind of reminds me of like doing a log cabin, almost. It's very similar, except for you're not all of the lights aren't on one side and all of the darks are on the other. And actually that might have looked kind of neat. Maybe next time I'll do it like a big log cabin block. That'd be kind of cool looking. So I have all the lights on one side and then all the darks on the other, with the panel in the middle. That's what I think too, Faith. And that was kind of my goal, was having the arrows. Faith says the black draws your eyes outward and great motion. So that was my thought process on it, to have the arrows all going in the same direction. And so you kind of look out, you're not just looking in. Gives you something else to look at. Thank you. Hi, June Billings. How are you doing? Pauline says, very pretty quilt. Love the blue. Thank you. Thank you for reminding everybody about the thumbs up, Kim. I appreciate it. Hi, Gladys. How are you today? And Patricia. She reminded everybody thumbs up. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. 32, 24. Yeah, that's pretty good. We have 33 people here and 24 thumbs up. That's great. So can you guys tell that I raised the camera up about 5 inches? Let's see how that works. Okay, and one other thing. If while we are doing these lives, all of a sudden the filming goes blank and I don't come back, it means the power went out. That happens a lot where I live. It happened yesterday. I was going to go live yesterday. And just when I was thinking about it and going to start to go live, everything blacked out. And I was like, well, that answers that question. Guess I won't be going live. And then that was about 2:30, I think. And then my husband and I, about 4 o'clock, we decided the power probably wasn't going to come back on. And so we got the generator going, ran all the extension cords, and like we can still, if we have the generator going and we plug the TV and the internet in, we can get lights, we can get our pellet stove going, and we have TV and internet. So, oh, and I plugged the refrigerator in too. Yeah. And our generator is pretty big, so it handles all that stuff. So, but what time did I think the power came back on right after dinner. I had to cook out on the barbecuer. I didn't have barbecued food. I just used the burner and we had chili beans. So I tried to get my husband to take me out to dinner, but he's a homebody too, so we didn't do that. Kathy Quilts and Crafts is here. How was your lunch, Kathy? Hi, Terry. She says, yo, Teresa. Hi, Gay. How are you doing? Gladys is better than last week, still coughing from bronchitis. Oh, I hate bronchitis. I think I told you that I had bronchitis a lot growing up, but I had asthma really bad when I was a kid. I actually was in the hospital twice when I was little. Once when I was about 6 months old, and then another when I was 4 with pneumonia. I remember when I was 4, but I don't remember when I was 6 months old. And then, so yeah, bronchitis, strep throat, all the things. Tracy said, and don't be like me. If you want to receive notifications, make sure you have it turned on in your settings. That's right. Well, did I teach you that, Tracy? I'm glad. When I did a demonstration on Sunday, how to fix that in your settings. And that's your telephone settings, notifications. Hi, Vivian. Oh, thank you for doing the capitals, Vivian. I appreciate that. She's still eating lunch. Kathy is. Christine. Hey, I just watched Tula Pink's Tuesday talk on Instagram. Her new teeny beast quilt is beautiful. And Angela quilted it. Awesome. I don't have Instagram, darn it. But her Facebook, or the company, fabric company, Free Spirit, they have Facebook, and a lot of times she's on there. She's looking really good. I don't know what diet she went on, but it had been at least a year since I had seen her, and I was pretty surprised. She's looking good. I know, Terry, but I thought it was funny. Terry said, laugh out loud. I thought I typed tie instead of ho. Kim said they're having weird weather and is causing headaches. I have like a pressure sinus thing going on, and they have rain moving on. We had snow this morning. Oh, Becca and me. Oh, cool. Oh, settings on your computer? Okay, yeah. Well, that kind of works the same way, sort of. Yeah. I don't get very many notifications on my laptop. I don't like things dinging all the time, and I have all of my notifications set where it just buzzes, and I try not to be looking at my phone all the time. There is that. When it dings, I think whatever I'm doing, I would stop and see who it is or see what's going on, right? So there are times that you just need to give yourself a break and not have your phone going off all of the time. Terry said, I was thinking earlier, I hope Teresa goes live. Ta-da! I have to tell her something. Guess what? I forgot what I had to tell you. Terry, you can always send me a message in Facebook. That's funny. Dee says, I'm packing clothes and a bathing suit in luggage because you're going on retreat, and some snacks. Awesome. Where's that retreat again? Yes, Christine. Christine said, yes, she's lost weight for sure. Yeah, she's looking really good. I'm so happy for her. Faith said, I will be absent for a while again. Hubby has surgery at the Methodist Hospital on Thursday. Prayers are welcome. Prayers to your husband and you, Faith. Definitely. Prayers. Hi, Della. How are you doing? Okay, looks like I'm all caught up. Wow. So I'm going to go ahead and sew on here. And yes, Faith, you and your husband will be in my prayers for sure. I hope he recovers quickly. I'm wondering about Kim's son-in-law. I thought he was supposed to have surgery this morning, but she said she hasn't heard anything yet. In Wells, Maine. Oh, wow. Only Dee says it's in Wells, Maine, the retreat. Only an hour and 5 away from my home. And I'm going to be heading to 2 quilt shops on the way up. Cool. And New England Quilt Expo. Awesome. That sounds like fun. Well, he's having neural surgery, Faith said. Neural surgery. Okay, Kim said, TeresaLouise, Nathan did not have surgery. They're waiting. Okay, good to know. They'll be at her house this weekend to get geckos. Okay, that's all fine and good, but you make sure that you have Clorox wipes at the door, and they have to clean their hands before they can come in, because you do not need to be sick again. Or Lysol or something, but I think Clorox wipes works better, personally. And they don't smell too bad, and they don't dry your hands out that bad. But I use those whenever I go to town. I put one in my pocket, and I carry it around with me, and I clean my hands all the time, and I use it to open the doors and all that stuff. And then when I get back home, I wash up, put lotion on. Oh, that's a good idea, BJ. BJ said, I still vote for you to teach Willa to talk. And she can read the chat. That's a great idea. Oh, great, Kim. Kim says she has all those above what I just said on hand, because we don't want you sick anymore. Let's see. Della said, Lori, I was checking out that. I'm gonna say she means shortcut. Looks pretty good, especially if it's free. Probably should give it a go. Okay, I have to go read what Lori said now. I must have missed it. I'm not sure where it's at. Well, that's all right. I don't have to catch them all, right? Oh man, Gladys says it's 93 in Texas. Hi, Judy. Hi, Wendy. How are you doing? Hi, Doreen. Almost missed you there. No, you're good. I knew what you meant. I read shorthand. I'm not that great of a speller either. You have your central air on. Oh, disposable gloves. Yeah, that's a good idea too. But well, I usually like put a couple of those Clorox wipes in my pocket, and then when I'm at the grocery store, I wipe down the bar. And anything I think people, I just try to be really careful. And knock on wood, I haven't been sick. I haven't had a cold or anything for 2 years. So, knock on wood. Taking all those extra precautions has really made a difference, I'll tell you. And I'm actually really happy because I'll tell you, if you have any disability where you're fatigued all the time anyway, and you get sick, oh boy, I'll tell you, it's not good. All right, I have found 4 spiders in here today. Well, actually, one in the other room. Now there's one over there on the wall. There was one up there, but I don't know where he went. And then there was one on the door when I came in, and he fell down on the ground, but I couldn't see where he went. So, if you've been with me for a while, I do not like spiders walking around. They can go outside. Doreen hasn't had a cold since she started working from home. Sue is getting a second booster tomorrow. I haven't gotten any of the shots. And I'm not going to. Just because of my conditions that I have. I can't even take the flu shot, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll wait for it to be out for a while, and that's why I'm taking so much more precautions, and I'm very careful when I'm around people, all that, and if I'm gonna be in an area, I let people know, hey, I haven't had that shot. Not that I think it makes any difference, because I know so many people who have gotten the shot but still have had the virus. A girlfriend of mine, she's had all the shots, all the boosters, and she's had COVID 3 times. So, I don't know what to, I think you just got to be safe. Just be safe. And luckily my husband hasn't gotten it either. No, I'm not done with the panel. I'm going to sew it, but I'm just busy talking. So I think I've talked for a half hour now. Yeah, Mary said, I just went to the grocery store and people looked at me with a mask on like I was from outer space. Yeah, not very many people wear masks around here anymore. Judy said, oh, she wears the gloves when she's getting the gas. Oh, yeah. When you're at a gas station, be extra careful, really. Clean off that pump, definitely. And, you know, the keypad, when you're punching those numbers, putting your card in, clean your card off. Just clean it before you put your card in. That's what I do. Like I go around and clean everything before I even go in or, you know, before I touch anything. It's crazy. Yeah, that's true. Terry said, I was watching your last live and I heard you chatting about using Zoom to have someone read the chat. Yep. Um, but I haven't, I said I was going to try, and I said try. Figure out if I want to use Zoom or one of the other softwares out there. There's like StreamYard and Restream, and there's probably other ones too where I can have people on. The problem is my laptop. It's very old, and I don't think it has enough memory. But from what I understand, StreamYard, um, it all goes up to their cloud, and then they do something there, and they restream it back. And so you can, they say you can have really bad internet service and still have a quality video. So that's the one I want to check into. Okay, let's see where I'm at. That's the last thing I want to do is go to the hospital. Terry said, I'm the same way. I hate spiders and bugs. They don't pay the rent, so they can't stay. Okay, Mary. Mary said she'll be right back. Let's see. Terry said, I go everywhere, and that's not often with a mask on. I don't play. I put a peroxide wipe over my fingers when I touch a touch pad. Everyone behind me gets bleach on their fingers in the end. Lori says, I wear a mask when I go to the market because the older generation. I'm at the market right when they open. I have allergies really bad. Oh, yeah, they panic when you sneeze or cough, that's for sure. Hi, J-Bad. How's it going? Yeah, I don't have any cats anymore, darn it. Okay, I'm going to start sewing. I'll sew for a little while and visit with you guys, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep working on that. And let's see where I'm at. So the best thing to do before you put your next strip on is kind of see where your arrow is going to land. And okay, so I'm on. Oh, this is the one I'm on. So that's my next strip, and that's okay. It would be, it's almost straight across from there. I actually would like to have that up a little bit higher. Maybe right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of the next one off because it's the same color. I'm going to cut a piece off, see how much I need, and sew it to the bottom of that one. Or I could use this one. No, then it's too close to this one. So this is kind of like cut and design as you go, which makes it a little bit slower for sure, right? But you're going to get it the way you want it. There is that. Let me get my foot pedal out there. Sorry, I forgot to warn you. So that'll be a good spot. Yeah, we were really happy the power came back on before it got too late, because it got pretty cold last night. And so it was nice to have the furnace on. I mean, we wouldn't have froze because we had the pellet stove plugged into the generator downstairs, so. Looks okay. Okay, so getting them all mixed up. Terry said, I have ants on the weekend, all gone. I used the dust buster and they lost the battle. Down the toilet they went. Kim, good idea, Terry. I use hand sanitizer before touching the keypads and wipe down the cart handle with it too. I spray a rag with microban and take it with me. That's a good idea. Really good idea. Della, when checking out video software, make sure you have quite a bit of memory. Exactly. Fast CPU is usually a must as well. Older computers don't have the new speed. Exactly. And there's the graphics card, you know, so there's all that. When I did the zoom on my, using my laptop, it was pretty blurry. So that's why I'm not too crazy about doing zoom. Okay, Laura, she said she'll be on and off cooking dinner. I'll leave the channel running. Okay, thank you. Like a puzzle, exactly, Faith. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? Hi, Lorraine. I saw that, Katrina. Hi, how are you doing? Katrina said she just wanted to let everybody know that Missouri Star Quilt has the Christmas 25-day pre-order. So you can pre-order that through April 19th. Sorry, looking at my belly button. Yeah, the other thing about that, Jenny said that that box is not a fabric box. And, you know, you might get some charm packs, maybe not. So keep that in mind if you're going to order that. Chances are it's not going to be full of fabric. It'll be, you know, sewing decorations, you know, journals, pencils. There's a few videos out there you could go watch and see what the previous years were, and if that's the kind of stuff you like, then get it. But I think it's like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't gone over and looked, but aren't they about 200 and something for that box? It's a pretty big box, but yeah, if we can have grocery, believe it or not, in my little town, I could get groceries delivered, like, but I wouldn't do it unless I was like sick, and they would run them up here for us, which is pretty cool. You keep losing me? I'm sorry. Is anybody else having video problems besides Gay? Bye, Gay. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? $170 for the box. Okay, that's still a lot. Oh, looks like I'm back. Well, it looks like we're having a little bit of weather problems today, you guys. Sorry. Nothing I can do about the weather. But it did come back on. Dang. Well, we'll see how long it lasts. This time I'm going to sit down. Get that stuff out of the way. Yeah, it is a little cumbersome. Okay, I'm going to move the screen over just a little bit. And then mine, boy, it's way behind too. Also, when I'm first starting out with a new strip, I am back stitching and then going forward, just to have a little extra right there. Mainly because I'm moving this around so much, I don't want to lose that seam, you know. And I usually do back stitch my borders. Thank you, Colleen. Oh, I got a message from that, I can't remember her name now, but Sunday I sent you over to check her out, her new channel. I can't remember her name now. Dang it. Anyway, she sent me a message thanking me for sending people over to her channel. So I thought that was pretty cool. So thank you for going over and saying hi. And the other girl, her name is Elizabeth, but she goes by Beth. And her channel name is Good, I think. Gude, Goods. She's a young lady. I was watching her newest video, and she cut herself with the rotary cutter, and she had to go to the hospital and get stitches. So be careful out there. I have cut myself a couple of times with the rotary cutter, and Luckily, it wasn't too bad, but it still hurt. I didn't have to go get stitches or anything, but it did hurt. And I did bleed. Okay, Lori said she doesn't have any issues watching or hearing. That's good. Until it buffered. You were doing fine. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's our weather, you know. The only way we can have internet around here is by satellite. And so if the trees start blowing and they get in the path of the satellite thing, that'll mess it up. If we get a really bad storm, you know, heavy rain or snow, that will mess it up. But at least we have it, even if it isn't the best. Better than nothing. Tracy said, yeah, the box would not be something I would be interested in. Terry said, my niece and nephew just got back from the retreat at Missouri Star Quilt. Oh, cool. She's on their Instagram site. Sitting with them. Sitting on the couch, chatting with Missy, Nat, and Jenny. So jealous. Me too. Oh, there goes that dang spider. I hate that. It's a big fat one too. Well, I hope he doesn't drop down here. I usually get the vacuum cleaner. Kim, do you remember when I got all that floss, cross-stitch floss and stuff at the yard sale? And I was sitting over there and I was I think I was doing a live video. And yeah, I was. And spider, I got the drawers too, and the drawers were full of floss, and a great big black fat spider came crawling out from underneath one of those drawers, and oh my God, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I jumped back and freaked out, and I think everybody got a good laugh off of that. Oh, yours does, Lorraine? Lorraine thought it was her internet that time because she has problems too. I'm going to use Linda. Hi, Teresa. Hi. Let's see. Now I lost it. Oh. How many borders are you going to put on this panel? I'm putting a whole jelly roll. So my jelly roll had 40 strips, and I'm just going to keep going around and around the panel until I'm used up all the jelly roll strips. And I don't know if you've seen before, but on the one end of each strip, I did a sew and flip there. And so all of these arrows are going to be pointing, you know, in the same direction as you go around. Yep, that's right. Colleen. Or not Colleen. Courtney. Sorry about that. Yeah, I felt really bad for her. But she also had a present. Her husband got her a new, I think it was a Juki, and also the cutie frame. Okay, the spider went way down there. That's good. That's a good place for him. Oh, thanks, Colleen. Colleen put Beth's channel in there. Thank you very much. Oops, see, this is the other thing that's happening because I'm not paying attention. My panel and my strip are starting to, come apart that way. So, and luckily I noticed it. This might be a good reason to use pins. I'll just take a little bit of that out, line it back up. What happens when you try to read the chat and sew. So this time I'm going to put pins in it. There. It won't be too bad. Oh no, Terry. Terry has sewing band-aids right now. She won't share more. That's not good. Ooh, Lorraine cut a fingernail off with hers. Ooh, boy. Patty sheared the tip off of one of hers. You almost passed out in the ER. Oh boy. Not good. Yeah, I don't know why we don't get those safety gloves. That's what Jenny should put in the box. Safety gloves. Kathy sliced the tip off of her index finger once too. Yeah, I don't like stink bugs either. Well, spiders don't really bug me. Well, they just startle me. That's all, I don't, like I said, I don't mind them if they're outside. And a lot of times I will get a glass or a cup or something and scoop them up and put them in, put them in the cup and then take them outside and get rid of them out there. I just don't want them in the house, that's all. Okay, and then I'm going to line that up and cut that piece off. Okay, I'm going to move you guys back just a little bit. Kind of give you a little bigger view. So there's the piece I cut off. I'm going to still use that, so don't get rid of it. But I'm going to press. So every time I put a row on, I press. So what are you guys working on today? Okay, so that's good. I'll just leave that right there until I get the next piece sewn on. The next one's going to be this pretty green. So there's the one I cut off. So the green will go at the bottom. Is that right? Yeah. So, no, sorry. You put this end of your strip. This will be on the top. And this will go on that one. This is the one I just cut off. So I'll sew that on. I always hit the wrong button over there. It will make a good size, says Linda. Yeah, I think so too. Terry said, if the spider drops, we may see Teresa doing some belly dancing. Something. I don't know about belly dancing, but I'll be jiggling. Patty said, I think it's a rite of passage to get clipped by the rotary. Yeah, I think so too. Ooh, Della said, I got the embroidery needle stuck in my nail last year and thought and though I went to the emergency room, the doctor was able to get it out and it wasn't in the bone, so no surgery. Ooh, ouch. That does not sound good. Kim said, get some mint essential oil and spray it around. It will keep the spiders away. Like peppermint or spearmint? Dee said she uses pins. I will probably use a lot of pins at the retreat. Clips. All right, we got that one on. So now it'll be on the short. I'm just going to double check it and see where that's going to be. So that looks okay. You know, just kind of make sure that the arrows are where you want them to be. And I'll bring it over here. And I do like to pin when I first start. Move the phone. So I always pin about an inch down from the starting point, but I also pin over here on this side just to keep it straight. And then I'm going to go ahead and pin one down here too, just to get me going. And I especially do that, I'll show you. I pin here so that I keep this straight, and it helps keep this straight when you first get going. And I do that with all the blocks that I make when I'm sewing the units together. I just noticed that it helps keep everything straighter. Okay, let's see what... Terry said ants don't like peppermint either. Mice do not like peppermint. Most bugs don't. At the retreat, this is from D, people basically just do the tops of the quilts or projects, not quilt it till you get home. I can understand that. Courtney said she's going to knock on wood for her. Kim got all her foundation squares started through the string bag and got all the ribs out, or rubs out. Then trim some pieces down. I'm ready to sew again. Awesome. Okay, Della, thanks for stopping in. She's got to go have dinner. Hi, Sewing Days. How are you doing? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Did anybody put your... Let me put your channel in the chat. I was just talking about you earlier. Now I gotta find it again. How's everything over your way? No, now I lost you. Darn it. Couldn't be that far up there. Huh. Hi, Lynn. How are you doing? Terry. Cheap oil. Gotcha. I gotta find you again. See if she's still in here. There you are. Found you. Okay. Because I can click on your name and get your channel. Copy. I'll put your channel in there again. There you go. Okay, there's a channel for you guys to go check out. Okay, let me finish reading what everybody's doing. Hi, Shirley. How are you doing? I have to agree with you, BJ. She thinks the MSQ boxes are still too pricey. Terry's working on staying awake. Sandra says the mod ornament all the curved pieces. Shirley is trying to finish paper piecing project. Cool. Patty said, I'm thumbing through orphan blocks and admiring my work. That's funny. Oh, yay. Hi, Nancy. She said her work week is done. Terry said, I'm working on FPP block. Not planning on using it for anything. Oops. There went my chat. Lost it for a minute there. Now I have to go back down. Yeah. I have to figure out where I was at now. Peppermint oil. Thanks, Terry. Kim says peppermint works best. Well, I have peppermint. So how many drops in a spray bottle? Or do you just straight? Hi, Melissa. How are you doing? Okay, here I am. Terry said she's working on FPP, not planning on using it for anything, just want to learn. Oh, good deal. I want to get better at it. Training my sleepy brain. Joe is knitting charity scarves and lap robes. Cool. Lori's working on a sewing along. Dee said, my son just walked by, said, Ma, yikes, people Lungen fingers, needles stuck on nails. I'm not sure what she meant there. You guys go read that one. Laura's going to straighten up her sewing room after dinner. Cool. And then start sewing on her quilt blocks. I like to spend like 15 to 20 minutes or so. Just walk around and do some cleanup. Still quilting on the Slim Bear quilt, says Lorraine, probably for a few more months. Ah, boy. Sometimes it seems like that, doesn't it? Don't buy the good peppermint oil. Okay. Oh, no. Susan Shady said, first time I used a rotary cutter, I cut all my fingers on the left hand. Not bad enough to need to go to the doctor, but enough to learn to be very careful. Yeah, I would say. Wendy's still working on the tomato pincushion blocks by Lori Holt. Yeah, some of the blocks I pin quite a bit. It depends on what they are. Dee said I was asking question. Oh, if that's what most people do at retreats. I'm not sure. I've never been to one, but I would think so. I wouldn't take something that I needed to free motion. You know, just work on the tops or other little projects. So, and I would take little projects too. You know, like take a quilt project, but then take something else, like if you do hand stitching or cross stitch, take some little projects, or if you want to make some bowl cozies or, you know, pot holders, stuff like that. Just things that you can sew together real quick. I would take a variety of projects for sure. Oh, okay, Kim. Kim got all the crumbs out, not the rumps. Sewing days, all good here in the UK. It is 10:20 p.m. Ooh, boy. So nearly bedtime. Oh, you're welcome. She said, thank you for all the subs from your lovely community. You are very welcome. I really enjoy your channel, so. Oh, cool. Robin, hi, Robin, is stuffing some bunnies for her new grandson for Easter. How fun. I see you, Melissa. Hello. Stir is sitting around, admiring my work. Mine. Thank you. And hearing everybody's stories and projects. I had a near tears sewing day yesterday. Oh no. I had so many problems sewing crossweave and regular quilting fabric. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. Well, that's what happened with me. I had a bad day yesterday on this. So I just walked away. Plus, the power went out, so that helped. But I was going to walk away from it anyway. And I came back in and looked at it again. And I'm like, yeah, I need to fix that. So I just got the seam ripper out and went ahead and fixed it. Oh no, Lisa. Lisa has been cutting scraps for a long time. Uh, and now she found another box that she needs to go through. Patricia is going to try and cut her road home quilt. I've done 1 and 2 blocks and got sick, so I'm going to try and work on it again. Cool. Well, I'm glad you're not sick anymore, or at least you're feeling well enough to sew again. Stir says, hey all, I love how productive you've been on your channels. Oh, okay. I couldn't read that, Dee. Sorry. She said, I meant he was like, Ma, people cutting fingers with rotary cutters? Laugh out yeah, loud. Yikes. He was surprised by that, huh? I never have gotten the Missouri Star Quilt box of the month. I didn't even know they had a box of the month. Hi, Eva. How are you doing? I thought they had like a block of the month at one time, but look that up. I didn't know they had one. Oh, Della, she made 2 ties for her son using the So Yeah pattern. Not perfect, but done. That's okay, Shirley. You concentrate on your cutting. I think I'm okay. I'm almost down at the bottom. Kim said, TeresaLouise, have you talked to Tiffany? She's having fun with her new embroidery machine. Oh, I was there last night watching, Kim. She had a blast. Susan said they have several boxes and also thread. Well, I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know. I'll go check it out. I wonder how much they are. I haven't seen anybody do a box opening on YouTube. Yeah, I knew they advertised the Christmas box today, but that's like way out of my budget. And if it was fabric, I might, but she said that the box will not have fabric in it. Okay, Lorraine, thanks for stopping in. Okay, I'm going to keep sewing. I notice, I don't know if it's jumpy on your end, but when I'm looking up there in the camera, it looks like it's kind of not quality today. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. When I get done with this row and I iron it, I'll hang it up so we can all see how it's looking. And I still have quite a few strips to do. This might be one of those videos that take 5 parts. Part 5. I'm still working on the panel. But you know, when I'm done, like, I didn't start working on this. Well, I ripped out the seam that was bad, but then I went live. So I've been working on this today, as long as I've been live, pretty much. And when I get done being live, then I probably will not work on this anymore today at all. Depends on how I feel. I'll probably have to go lay down for a little while, stretch my back. Did you guys watch Laura Lynn this morning over on Mom and Pop Quilt Shop YouTube? It was funny. She was doing, after about an hour, she started doing some stretching like this, you know, and I typed out, time to stand up. So she stood up and then she touched her toes. I think I'm going to make that popular. Get up after an hour. Which I haven't done any stretching, and I'm sure it's been over an hour. But I did think that was funny. And that sure is a cute cross stitch that she's doing. And it's a free pattern, so guys could check it out if you want to. Okay, stand up time. So I'll cut this end off. So I have this much left. So that'll be the piece that starts here, goes that way. Yeah, if I was over at the UK, I would go check out her fabric store. At Sewing Days. Oops, left a pin in there. I'll read the comments in just a second, guys. All right. Let's see. Okay, that's how it's looking so far. There we go. So the next piece will be the green one. Here. And then there's one more green one. So it'll get sewn on right there. So that's looking pretty good, huh, guys? What do you think? Hi, Kay. How you doing? She said, I'd really only want a box with fabric. And let's be real, I don't need more fabric. So I'm just going to stick to buying for projects I have in the works. Sounds good. Susan said, I was just looking, they start at around $27. I didn't know either. Huh. So she's talking about the box of the month, a monthly subscription box from Missouri Star Quilt Company. I think Tiffany would, I'd like her to see her go check out a toolbox, a nice big sturdy toolbox to put that machine on, and then she'd have all those little drawers and stuff for her hoops and all that. That's what Lorena from Lorena's Quilts does, as or on one of hers she put it on a toolbox, which was really cool. And you can get those in a lot of different colors now. No, Jenny said that don't expect for there to be any fabric in the Christmas box. It's not a fabric box, she said. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? Oh, well, I heard she said there wouldn't be Eva. Eva said she never said it would be, would or wouldn't be. It's supposed to be a surprise. Well, here's my suggestion. Those boxes have been out now for a couple of years. So I would go back and watch last year's video and the year before video. And if you like those things that you see that the person got, then and you feel it's worth $167, then by all means go get it. I'm going to go back and watch. And I thought that she got a charm pack or something in one of them, but I could be wrong. I know there were patterns. Well, that's just it, Terry. And I remember the first time they did the Christmas box, there was a lot of upset people because, or it was not a Christmas box, it was Jenny's favorite things, and there wasn't much fabric in it at all. And we're like, it's coming from a quilt shop, you know. And they got a lot of feedback on that. So I was really surprised that the Christmas box didn't really have more fabric and projects related to fabric. Yeah, get up. Getting up does help, Nancy. I agree. Uh-oh, Kim says the sky's getting darker. It better rain or I'm going to be ticked if it doesn't rain. And I have a headache for nothing. Oh, yeah, I agree. Okay, Faith is going to go order pizza. Have a great evening. Okay, Susan. She said they are called Box of the Month. Okay, Terry, I'll put it on the list. She said, Teresa, I wish you would make an attic window on here. I may be inclined to try it along with you. Okay. Well, I still have a lot of panels, so one of the panels will do an attic window. Beverly says, when you're sewing strips together, is it better to get the seams to match than it is to get the ends to match? I'm not sure if I understand the question, but I would want my seams to match and my ends to match. Both. Yeah, it would be nice to get food delivered for sure, but we don't have that here. Maybe if I knew the people down at the restaurant well enough and they had somebody, extra that could run it up to me. Thank you, Linda Dollar. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Lisa. Looking great, Lori said. Looking very nice, says Marie. Stir is falling for it. Thank you, Kim. Thanks, Teresa. Thank you, Tracy. Kay said you've added quite a bit. It looks great. Thank you. I don't need notions either, Terry. I think a toolbox would work awesome too, Terry, for Tiffany's serger, or not serger, embroidery machine. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the toolbox would have wheels on it. And they have locking wheels. Yep. Yeah, she'll get something. She'll probably get something to get her by and then save up for what she really wants. Yeah, Christine says Becca has a video on the Advent box from Missouri Star. Yep. Oh, Teresa's working on the Majestic Mountain Quilt. I've done that block before, and it's quite challenging. Those seams, keeping everything. Yeah. And Kim said she's getting ready to finish one, her delectable mountain quilt top. I don't know why they can't give fabric. I don't understand it. Well, Lorena got a pretty big toolbox, and I'm pretty sure she was putting that embroidery machine on there, and she put all her hoops and all that stuff in there. So I don't know. I'd have to go check her Lorena out and see how she liked it. Oh, Linda would like to make an attic window too. Well, we'll put that on the list. How about if we do that next, after this one's done? Yeah, Terry said she's in New York. You can get everything delivered. Yeah, it's too bad she didn't get to stand with it. Lisa said she wouldn't mind doing an attic window. She has a huge solar system panel she needs to do something with. Yeah, Tiffany had some stuff missing, so she's going to call about it. Sandra said she likes it. She has several panels. Um, that she can make lap quilts into, I think is what she means. Patty said Martelli has some off-the-wall fabric bundles. I don't like that they throw in stuff that has nothing to do with sewing. Oh, I know, I agree. Sure, I would buy the bundle in the deluxe knife set. Not. I know, would you really expect that? Not me. Yeah, I mean, there is that. She got it free, but even if you get it free, when you know all the stuff you're supposed to be getting free and you don't get it, uh, yeah, you should call them and say, I didn't get all of my free stuff. When might I expect it? The Wizard of Oz panel is from Quilting Treasures. Okay, I'm going to buzz down there. Yeah, you would think that the stand would be part of the prize. I would think a stand would come with it. But, you know, I mean, because that's a pretty expensive machine. If I think it normally retail is like $7,999. I would want a stand if I was paying that much. In all the stuff, you know. Was it Sewing Machines Plus? They were having a quilt contest. Was that right, Melissa? Do you or somebody? Yeah. Okay. I did the same thing. I'm not going to read that out loud because I don't want to say anything bad about other people's channel stuff or anything. Well, when I bought, actually, when I bought my Viking sewing machine, there were some things that came with it. Pay another 1,500 for and get all the extra stuff, you know. So there is that. Okay, what time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock. How many people got? 57. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you. I hear you, Terry. Okay, so I have this many more strips to put on there. So that's still quite a few. So I think this quilt is, my only concern is that it might be way longer than it is wide. That's my only concern. So I'm going to have to see as I go, you know, what's going to happen here. Thanks, Terry. So I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Looks like I have more than half of the strips yet to do. So it is taking a while, but please keep in mind, I'm only sewing it for a couple hours. I'm only doing it for a couple of hours a day. So sometimes the seams don't match up, but the ends do. So I guess it's my cutting that is off. Well, it could be your 1/4 inch too. Double check your 1/4 inch. Make sure you're getting the correct 1/4 inch seam. But yeah, so double check your stitching or your cutting, Beverly, in the stitching. Now normally, here's another concern you could have with this. Normally when I put on borders, I measure 3 places. I measure here, here, and here. I measure 3 places. Then I divide by 3 and get my average. And that's what size I cut my strip normally. That way you prevent weaving, bowing, bubble, you know, all that stuff. Okay? Or even this way. So I would measure there, down the middle, and on this side, and divide it by 3 and get my average, and then that would be what that strip would be. You understand? So now, if the border is going to be a little less than what it actually, the quilt is, as long as it isn't more than like 1/4 of an inch to, you know, or less, preferably less than 1/4 of an inch, then you're going to be okay. You can ease that in, but you don't want to try and ease in more than 1/4 of an inch. Okay, do you understand what I'm trying to say? So if that was, you know, 50, let's see, if my average after doing 3 was 50 inches, and I cut my border at 50 inches, but the quilt where I'm putting the border on it is only 49 3/4, then you're going to have to ease that in. So by doing that, you're squaring it back up. Okay? The one thing you don't want to do is kind of like what I'm doing and just sewing borders on and then cutting them off. That's not typically what you want to do. Typically you want to measure and then cut your strip. So this could be one of those, don't do as I do, do as I say. Hi, Mary. You're funny. Thanks for doing that, Mary. Mary said, TeresaLouise. So Becca was talking about doing water aerobics, but I told her you were going to teach us to belly dance. Yeah, no, I'm not doing belly dancing on YouTube. That's not going to happen. Does that help, Beverly? It's pronounced Dela. Okay. Did I say it right that time? Because I think I've been saying Delia. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Okay. Beverly says yes, thank you. But if you try to ease in more than 1/4 of an inch, your seam is going to get all wobbly. So you don't really want to do that. So, you know. Mary said, I'll be darned, Dahlia. Thanks for the pronunciation. Yeah, I don't mind you guys correcting me about how to say your names. I'm probably still am not saying it right. Let's see. I think water aerobics would be great for both her and her mom. That would be awesome. a lot less stress on the body, especially for her mom with the way her legs are. Square it up, add to the sides a little, otherwise maybe make it a lap quilt. Doesn't need to be wide. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I could double up on the sides. That's what I was thinking. So I'll kind of see as I go a little bit further down, measure, or after I get some more of these sewn on. I I really don't think it's going to be that big either. It'll probably be about a queen, mate, or not queen, twin. Okay, Patty G. You're funny. Um, yeah, that's funny. It made me think about sometimes in the chat I will write, my name's TeresaLouise. Okay. Um, you guys want to keep chatting or have you had enough? And Kim said, I'm just plain old Kim. My mother-in-law used to have one of those foot rollers. Oh, gee whiz. I'm saying gee whiz about your sister's middle name. How confusing. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. I guess nobody's going to answer my question, though. All right. If we keep going, I'm going to have to take a little break. You would stay? Okay. Um, that's one person, so I say, okay, we'll stay. What was the question? Do you want it to stay on live or shall I go ahead and hang up? Let's talk. Off to dinner. Okay, Robin, bye-bye. Okay. Yes, stay. Okay. We'll stay. Well, I'm going to take a little break. You guys talk amongst yourself because you are anyway. Um, no, my back's okay. I just need to use the girls' room. Okay. And then I can stay on for a little longer and sew a little bit more. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Did you guys take a break? Okay, let's keep sewing. So, I need to sew these two together. And then, you can sew the next strip on. The dog is yawning. Okay, what are we doing? Kay said she has to stay on and save Nancy from taxes. Kim's trying to decide if she wants to eat or if she's just bored. Well, just have a little snack. What's the matter, Willa? Okay. It's harder and harder the bigger it gets, of course. And I'm going to pin that. Pin that on so it stays on there straight. At least right at the beginning. I didn't go for a walk today. It was too cold out there. I was like, no. Hubby asked, are you going for a walk with us this morning? I said, no, but I'll vacuum while you guys are gone. So that's what I did. Vacuumed. Cleaned up the kitchen. Stuff like that. Because I had quite a little mess with the power being off. Okay, here we go. Let's see what you guys are saying first. Melissa's is trying to stay warm and on the pain meds and not moving for a while. Okay, Wendy. Wendy's got to go eat dinner. You didn't know there was a quiz? Well, surprise. Beverly needed to go get something to drink too. Good. Patty G, you passed. Oh man. Dayla didn't know her mom. Dayla said her mama didn't know she was having twins. So she named them kind of the same. Oh boy. No, you don't want to work on your taxes. Terry said, sewing stories. When I was a kid, I knew my mom's fabric scissors were the best in the house, so I would use them at the sewing machine, so she didn't know. Except for the scraps that she left behind. Uh-oh. That's right, you can't study for a pop quiz. Susan had to go feed the family really quick. That's okay. They got to eat too. Oh, that sounds good, Kim. That sounds like a good snack. Eggs, scrambled eggs with bell peppers and cheese. Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? Oh, gee whiz, Terry. She cut paper, construction paper, twist ties, the tops of glue bottles, kid stuff. Oh, you just noticed that? Yeah, I still have my Dresdens up. I haven't done anything more on them. I'm not in the mood. Hi, Brandy. How you doing? Yeah, a cup of coffee sounds good. So her twin, they are identical. Oh boy, with almost the same name. Does your sister sew? You probably answered that already. I think she is starting. Okay, cool. Thank you, JB. Ooh, Melissa's having baked ravioli. That sounds good. Randy finished her training for work. Oh boy. Um, Dayla said, we were never in the same class in school until our freshman year of high school. Still a bit hard to tell us apart if we were together. Terry said, until she caught me and hid them away from the sewing machine that also would sneak and use. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of wind here too, Kim. Okay, I'm at the bottom. Here we go. Well, my mom didn't quilt. She did sew some, but I don't recall her ever saying, you can't use these scissors, these are my sewing scissors, or anything like that. I think when the scissors got dull, she would just go buy more. I usually had my own too, because I did a lot of arts and crafts stuff. Oops, there's the telephone. Sorry guys, I'm just going to let it ring. Just a phone solicitor anyway. By the time I get up, it'll stop. There, I shut it off. Of course, the phone has to be way over there. Let me go put it away. I'll hide it. One time I put the telephone under something, you know, hid it away before my live, and I couldn't find it for like a month. I had no idea where that phone was at. Finally, I was putting, going through my fabric and stuff, and over here on the shelf, and it was tucked underneath the fabric. I'm like, there you are. Okay, when I was in the, let's see, how old was I? 9 or 10, right around there. All of us girls wanted our ears pierced. So my mom said she would do it. And she took some ice cubes and got the ear really cold, and then she took some clothespins and put it on there. She'd put the clothespin on there, and then she'd put the ice on, trying to get it numb and as flat as she could. And then she took a needle after she sterilized it, you know, and she went through, boom. And that's how I got my ears pierced the first time. How did you get your ears pierced? And it did hurt. And they're crooked. But nobody's ever come up to me and said, you know, the holes in your ears are crooked. But I wasn't gonna let one heal up and then do it again, you know, because they're not that far off. But oh, and then it just seems like it takes forever for them to heal up, you know. You got to wear studs and keep your ears clean and all that. I wasn't real sure if it was worth it. And then when I was 15, I got 2 more put in. So I have 3 on each side. And I don't hardly ever wear earrings. Because now every time I try to wear earrings, my ears get all puffy. Dee said, yes, that's how I got mine too. My aunt. Oh, gee whiz. Kim says, I used those self-piercing things, got tired of waiting, and just pushed them through. Oh, my goodness. My boyfriend at the time passed out. He later joined the Marines. Terry said, when I pierced my own ears, I put my mom's good diamond earrings in, and she wanted me to take them out. I won that one. Boy, Terry, you were always getting in trouble, weren't you? Yep, there's Willa. Oh, gee whiz. Terry used a hat pin. Oh, man. Yeah, Terry said she was a little angel. Uh-huh. I believe that one. Nancy said, yes, that is the way that she did hers with a friend. And hers isn't the same either. Mary pierced her ears, and her mom said that her ears were going to fall off in bed at that night. Melissa had 8 holes in each ear when she was in high school. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see where we were at. Lisa said her ears get puffy with earrings that have nickel in them. Mary wants to know if anybody got Soya seam ripper yesterday. I didn't watch, but someone said Zach made them. Yeah, the boys were making them. No, I didn't get one. I didn't want to spend $30. Yeah, he was making them on camera. Zach was. No ice. Oh boy, Terry. Dela bought one. I don't need one. Elizabeth said that her ears were done at the jeweler because her mom chickened out. Well, my mom had 3 girls to do, so that was quite the day. Terry said, well, the hat pin was right next to her diamond earrings. It was her fault. Beverly said she has to wear gold earrings or hers puff up. Terry's sisters were done at the doctor's office? Since when do the doctors do that? There's bled and Terry's never did. Huh. Oh, gee whiz. Lisa said she used to pierce her friend's ears with a T-pin in cork or potato. Ew. Beverly said my ex-brother-in-law pierced hers with an ice cube and clothespins. Yeah, that's what my mom did. Hi, Brenda. Oh, really? Sandra said she did hers when she was 21 at a dime store. They had the gun, and she's still wearing the same studs after 45 years. You've never taken them out? Changed them? My favorite seam ripper, and you get them at the quilt stores, you know, are these here, these little ones. Because after you open it up, it's pretty long. And then they have this rubber thing on the end here. And so after you rip the seams, you can go along like an eraser. And this lifts the thread up out of the fabric. So this one, and I think they're like $3 at the fabric store. And it's called Seam Fix. And these are actually my favorite ones. And they stay sharp a long time. So I can get a lot of these for $30. Just saying. Oh no, that's not good, Brenda. Oh, prayers. Yeah, Terry has great logic, doesn't she? Um, we'll keep you in our prayers. Faith's husband has been for surgery on Thursday, so if you know Faith Smith in these chats and stuff, keep her in your prayers. Lisa got hers done at the doctor's office in 1966. I was 4. That means you got your ears done when you were 5, Lisa. Yeah, that's true. The ones that T Quilts have, they're $35 just for cleaning. Huh, I'll be darned. Just for cleaning out with Sandra about the earrings. Oh, yeah. Some people get their baby's ears done. Oh, right. Is that why, Lisa? Were you a baby? Okay, Brenda. I'll talk to you later. I hope everything is okay. Hi, Heather. You got a free fat quarter today. Awesome. Hi, Shelly. How you doing? Okay, I'm kind of just skip down, you guys, 'cause I'm going to finish sewing. Do some sewing. Get some sewing done. If I put this over here, then I can see it when a message pops up. Susan, my mother pierced all of my sisters and my ears when we were young. Yep, that's what my mom did too. And I think later on, when my brother got older, he wanted his ear pierced, and she did his too. Oh, wow. So Terry said, I called my sister about mom's scissors and she's so sick I couldn't ask her. Doctor tomorrow, so she says. Oh boy. I hope she's okay. Bye, Beverly. Have a good day. Lisa said, I was 10. My mom was terrified. She was 10 when she got her ear pierced. She got the fat quarter. Heather got the fat quarter from Joann's Fabrics, believe it or not. It was obviously part of a bundle, and I found it all by itself in the clearance section. Oh, really, Terry? Terry says that her mom's ears were pierced when she was born. They check you out. If you're a girl, you get your ears pierced. I'll be darned. Okay, Kathy, take care. You betcha. You're welcome anytime. Sounds good, Kim. Kim's cooking. Tracy was 5 when her mom got her ears pierced. Oh, no. Terry said, thank you for all the prayers. Her sister is alone and it worries her. Not even in the same state, or I'd take care of her. Sorry, Terry. Okay. Now Will is right in my way. That one's on. So I will... Oops. Now look what happened. My bobbin ran out. I didn't win bobbin chicken. Let's see if I have one full over here already. I'm trying to use some up, even if they're not the right color, because I'm running out of bobbins. Let's see. And I have all kinds of crazy colors on here because I used to use my brother's as like a long arm machine. And so I'll use, there we go. So I have a lot of colors done up. I will use this blue one. And I can see some lint in there. Get that cleaned up. Okay, that's on there. I'm just looking to see how dirty it is in there. If I need to clean it yet or not. I think it'll be all right for now. There we go. Okay, I'll heat the iron back up and finish sewing this back on there. Almost made it have about 2 inches. Well, that's good. That's not as bad as what I have done at times. I'm just going to sew this standing up because I don't have a very big piece anyway. Okay. Looks all okay. All right. Now we'll cut. So this is how big of a piece I have. Now I'm going to keep that because it goes on to the next color. Go ahead and get that ironed. I think Willa just wants to be close to her mom. As long as I know she's back there before I back up, it's okay. Okay. That one's on there. Do you know that I just pressed the wrong side? So Becca is on in a few minutes. She is. She on at 4 o'clock? Let me go look. What is she gonna do? Today is Tuesday the 5th. So I don't know if she had anything scheduled. I see her notice though. See what it says. Yeah, she looks like she comes on at 4 p.m. She's doing the So Sweet Mystery Quilt Clue 3. There we go. Well, that'll be a good reason for me to go. Yep, Tracy, I just went over and looked. Thank you. Okay. Let's see where I was at. Ster said a bunch of us did each other's while we were in college, numbed with rum. Still have the piercings, but don't drink rum. That's funny. BJ said my first ears piercing was at Merrill Norman Cosmetic Shop. Years later, one ear piercing at Claire's Jewelry Shop. Two piercings in one ear and 3 in the other. Tracy's singing the air sewing song. Air sewing, that's what I dread. Air sewing, hey, where's my thread? Good one, Tracy. Well, I think my brother was 15 or 16, and by the time my younger brother was that old, my parents were much, much more kicked back. Oh, gee whiz, Heather. Heather tried having her ears pierced a couple of times, but she was allergic to the gold, so they never healed properly. BJ has one of those seam rippers that I have, and she loves the thread removing in too. Hi, Miss Ellen. How you doing? Oh man, if I took 2 Benadryl, I would not even be on. I'd be in bed. I hope you're feeling better soon. No way. Usually when I take Benadryl, I take a half of a tablet, and that knocks me out. I'm a lightweight. That's what you'd call me, a lightweight. Well, I feel like I'm gotten quite a bit done on this. Nobody laugh now. Looks like I'm gonna got a few strings here and there. Okay. It's getting heavier and heavier. So there's the green piece. So the next green piece here will be sewn on to purple. So this and will go here. Looks like I need to square this up. There, that's good enough. Yeah, so I'm going to have, if I do that, now I'm going to have two pieces right next to each other. Two diamonds. So the question is, do I want two of them so close to each other? And the answer is no, I don't. So that means I'm going to cut off part of this one. Let's see. No, I was supposed to sew you guys were supposed to tell me. It's a good thing I double checked what I was doing. The diamond gets sewed to the non-diamond end. Gotta remember that. Okay, how much time we got? 8 minutes. We got 8 minutes. I think 4 o'clock is a good stopping time. I was gonna stop anyway, because I've been on for close to 3 hours. Terry said she takes half a Benadryl and she can't move her limbs. That's me. Like, that's what helps fall asleep. It's a good one. And if you have, like when you're going through the change, and if you have night sweats, Benadryl is your friend. Big time. Oh, good, Kim. I'm glad you can eat eggs. I don't know how Ellen's even walking. Stir says Benadryl gives her restless legs. Yes, Ellen, I think you better go lay down. We're having really big wind gusts too. That's what took our power out yesterday. That's not good, Melissa. Mary said nothing knocks her out. She's Iron Woman. That's funny. Okay, so I know where I left off because I pinned it. I'm just going to leave it there. We'll just leave it right there for tomorrow. It's uber lovely, TeresaLouise. Thank you for a great sew-and chat. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. And Ellen, go lay down, says Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I like it. I think I like it with the, let me bring you a little closer. Hold on. We're going for a ride. There, a little closer so you can. I like the arrows. And I think I'm going to like that design too, you know. Yeah, Lori says. Okay. Couldn't find my chair there for a minute. I'll just leave you right there. I don't want to run over Willa's legs. She's just right there, you guys, right there. Yeah. Okay, what are we talking about? Oh, thank you, Kim. Kim said she took a bite from me, and I loved it. I'm sure I did. I think I'm going to make waffles. Huckleberry syrup and waffles. Scrambled eggs. That's what's for dinner. Okay. Oh, thank you, Stir. She said, now I'm falling in love with this panel idea. It's so unique. Yeah, it is. You know what else I like about it? If you're still here, yeah, there's 44 of you, so 2 more minutes, is the way the seams are coming together here. They're not really square the way it looks. It looks pretty cool, actually. And yeah, I like it. It's kind of time consuming figuring out where you want your your arrows, because I'm going to want it kind of balanced. Like those two right there, I kind of think are a little too close together, but I'm not taking it apart. So anyway, we'll just keep working on it, see how it goes. Thank you, Kim. Hi, Trish. I'm using a jelly roll. So they're with the fabric. I did cut off the salvage ends of those. So that's what I'm using as a jelly roll. Thank you, Kay. Yeah, I've lost 2 siblings, so I know how you feel, Terry. Hubby wants salmon pâtés. No. Oh, sorry, Willa. That woke Willa up, though. She'll take salmon pâtés. You're welcome, Stir. Anytime. I'm going to keep going around till I get all those strips done. I still have all these. So there's about 18 more to go. I'm going to use the whole jelly roll. It looks like bats going around it. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Trish. Find a jelly roll that goes with your panel. And then you, what I did was sew on the sew-in flips. Sew-in flips. They're 1 3/4 inch square. And that's all I did on one end of each strip. I know, I can't wait for the purple too. Yeah, I like bats. Yeah. Yep. So, okay, you guys, I'll see you next time, okay? Um, I don't know about tomorrow, but probably Thursday at 2 o'clock Pacific time. Pacific Standard Time. Maybe I'll see you over at Becca's, but definitely I need to go lay down for a little while. So, and it looks like I need to charge up my phone too. So, thanks for joining me, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and prayers to everybody for healing and everything you need. Okay, go make something and do what you enjoy. Bye-bye.